Hey, it's Mark Walton, MTC Media out here at College Park. Virginia Tech just beating Maryland here in the ACC Big Ten Challenge. The Hokies win 62-58. Uh, hey, you don't win too many games on the road when you're shooting 38%, and that tells you how good Maryland's defense played. But Virginia Tech was able to go 9 for 20 from the three-point line, and they played some great defense. You know, their coach Young, he talked about it. Virginia Tech's coach Young, he talked about the idea that they could go out on the road, you win a game where you're shooting 38%. He was very happy with how Kaveh Aluma played. And I thought Aluma ended up being very, very big in this game. This game starts off, Maryland's pretty hot. They're throwing the ball inside to Qudus Wahab. Wahab had 14 points, 4 rebounds in the first half. Maryland ended up scoring 40 points in the paint. I mean, you hold a team to 38% shooting, you get 40 paint points, and you still lose. And that's where Maryland was tonight. But Young was very proud of this bunch. He said they weren't feeling great coming out of Brooklyn. The two tough losses, especially the Xavier loss in Brooklyn, for them to respond. Didn't use the word desperate. But you could tell tonight was very, very important to them, especially with this being a true road game. Turgeon spoke afterwards, and he seemed a little bit on the frustrated side, which you can understand. Felt like they played well defensively. Really wanted to get Ayala started. He couldn't get started. In fact, Ayala shot. Ayala ended up shooting 1 for 9 and had only 2 points. And when you combine Ayala and Russell, they shot a combined 3 for 19. So when your backcourt's doing that, you're not going to win much. But again, Virginia Tech's defense really, really concentrated on those guys. They did a great job on Fats. In fact, I could tell early on that Fats was off his game, trying to shoot a whole bunch of step back jumpers. It just never materialized for him. And Coach Young talked about it after the game that they wanted to keep Fats off of the free throw line, which they were successful doing. Fats from the free throw line was 4 for 4. He only had 4 free throws. So they really did a great job against dribble penetration. But look, like I said, this was a game of runs. Maryland goes on a big 15-3 run. They take the lead. Virginia Tech holds them 5 minutes without scoring down the stretch. At 59-56, Maryland gets a big basket from Dante Scott. They get it, back within one. They have a really, really good defensive possession there. Got the ball down in the corner where Virginia Tech called a timeout, and then the Hokies get the layups of all layups, I believe, from Mutz going on the baseline with 20 seconds left, floating it up and in, and they got the win. Got the lead, pushed it back up to 3. Maryland missed a 3 down the end, and Turgeon was asked about it. Was that the action that he wanted? But he said it. He said, look, he had told the guys, you can get a quick 3, get the quick 3. If not, go ahead and get a 2 and they foul. And he designed the play for Hakeem Hart. He gave reasons why it wasn't for like a Dante Scott. He talked about how the Hokies were switching all 4 or 5 screens. So, he got a Hart, felt like Hart was open, and Hart was open to a certain extent. Yes, he also had a clear lane. He could have gotten to both, but he took the open 3, and he just so happened to miss it. That's all that was. So, again, on one side, you got Virginia Tech, you shoot 38%, but your defense travels, and you come away with a road win with numbers like that. On the other end, you feel like you've played really, really good defense. You got the ball inside. You got 40 paint points, and you do all these things, and you don't win. So it's one of those things. But Turgeon has to be somewhat happy. They did out rebound Virginia Tech after being crushed on the forwards by Louisville. He talked about Wahab need to beat players one-on-one. He beat players one-on-one. But he also talked about Wahab, said, got to get better defensively. He got in foul trouble, and that's why he was off the floor near the end, because he couldn't guard out on the perimeter. And Turgeon, after the game, said he made some mistakes out there defensively where he had to go back with Reese. So, Maryland's making progress. It didn't turn into a win tonight, which they had every chance in the world to do. But if you're a Terps fan, it is going back in the right direction. If you're a Virginia Tech fan, you got to be happy with getting tonight's win, because this is a quality win, no doubt. So again, Xfinity Center here at College Park, Virginia Tech wins 62 to 58. This is Marcus Washington from MTC Media.